Okay, tower PQ is built on horizontal ground. So PQ, that's the tower. It's built on horizontal ground. And from A, the angle of elevation is 65 degrees. That's 65 degrees as it looks from A right up to P. And we've got to work out the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from B. So we've got to work out this angle here. I'm going to call it X. And so what we have to do is we're going to have to use a left-hand triangle to work out what this height is, and then we'll know the height, and we'll know this one here, and then we'll be able to work out the angle. So first off, I'm going to do the left-hand one triangle to start off with. This bit is the hypotenuse. The opposite is the one opposite the angle we're talking about. I'll label it inside this triangle because I need to label the other one on the other side of the triangle. And this one's the adjacent. Write down SOHCAHTOA, however you remember it. And we know the angle, so I can tick S, C and T. We know the adjacent is 60, so I can tick the adjacents. And I want to find the opposite. So question mark the opposite. That's the one I want. So the opposite equals these two on the same T and A on the same level. So it's going to be tan. Always put down the angle with the word tan. 665 times by the adjacent is 60. Do that on a calculator. You get 128.67. So that bit we just worked out is 128.67. And now I can use the other triangle, the right-hand triangle, to then work out what the angle should be. So first off, I'm going to label the triangle. Hypotenuse is one opposite the right angle. The one opposite the angle we're talking about is the opposite, and that leaves the other one being the adjacent. So we write down SOHCAHTOA. Here we're trying to find the angle, so we don't know sine, we don't know cos, we don't know tan. We do know, it just works it out in part A, 128 is the opposite, so I know that, and I know the adjacent here is 120, so it's going to be that one. So tan, always include the angle with tan. X equals O is above the A, so the opposite divided by the adjacent. The opposite, we just worked it out, is 128.67 divided by the adjacent, which is 120, and that equals 1.07225. Always keep plenty of accuracy. I'll write that down again. Tan x equals 1.07225. And now I want to get rid of the word or vaporize the word tan. And to do that, I need to do tan to the minus 1 of both sides. So I tan to the minus 1 this side and tan to the minus 1 of the other side. And that will now give me just x equals tan to the minus 1 of 1.07225. Do that on the calculator. I get x equals 46.9969 degrees, or x equals 47 degrees. Or you could put 47.0 if you wanted to round it to one decimal place. I'd have left it at 47 degrees, but I would have included this bit as well. That's question 8 done.